what did you notice? What happened there?
Totally left her out of the conversation.
Yep.
She just withdrew. Stopped trying.
And what clues? What clues did you have? What did you notice? What did you see?
Her face. The gum.
You said her face. Her face gave it all away.
Yes.
All right. And so we can see her face, and hypothetically, maybe, perhaps, if we saw her face, what might we think that we might do? And I'm going to leave it like that. What might we think we might do?
Pull her back into the conversation.
That's what we think, and hopefully we do. But many times we don't, because we get so engrossed in what we're talking about that we totally forget that there's a whole other person over there. And so sometimes we're being human. And in this process of being human, real life stuff happens. And so then we're completely offended, like, ah, she's a bad person. Oh, he's a bad. No, what really happened is he or she or they, non-binary, decided, it wasn't even a decision. They just got caught up in something else. And we have to practice our ability to say, hold on, they might not need a diaper change, right? Going back to the first, yes.
Do you also think that fear may be coming into play as well? Like, so we've all experienced being excluded and can see things happen at the table,
Right.
but oftentimes don't want to say it in the moment because we're afraid that, like, okay, is that gonna make me now be the problem? Am I gonna be excluded? Or maybe you're even engrossed in the fact that somebody is giving me all the attention, and I'm like eating up that they're valuing my input versus someone else's input.
Finally, it's happening to me. Yes, right. Right.
I catch a wave, like, okay.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's all on me. I'm soaking it up. Yes. And you know what's interesting with what you just said is that's the whole mean girl phenomenon. So when we study the mean girl phenomenon, it's a real thing. What is really happening, the reason why I'm mean to you is because I don't want the mean girls to kick me out. So I gotta be mean to them too. I gotta be mean to this person that you don't like as well, so that I can keep my social status up. So what you're saying has been scientifically proven. That is a thing. It's a whole thing. It's like, wait a minute. I just got in the door. You want me to bring you in too? Wait a minute. Can I get in? Can I eat? Right? But the truth of the matter is we have to recognize that there's enough food to go around. And bringing someone else in doesn't take from our food source. And if there's going to be food insecurity, it's going to be insecure with one more person anyway. It's not going to stop. That's not going to be the problem. The problem is the whole system. So there's a barrier that we're going to have to change. But we got to figure out how to stop and pay attention and pause. And so this is one of my favorite videos, yet again, back from the 90s, where you're able to really see what was happening. Okay? Other thoughts about that video?
I think what she shared was, I agree with what you shared. I also think about the fact that, like, sometimes it's hard to be the only person that seems to notice the thing. And so at some point, it kind of turns on the person because they're like the inclusion police, if you will.
Right.
Like, you're always like, we gotta fix this. Like, this isn't right, bring this in. And so I think it's about giving people tools on how to bring people in. And that it doesn't always have to be this moment of like, time out, this is happening and we need to address this. There are moments when it does need to be that way, but understanding like the scale of it and that you can have different tools in your toolkit, if you will, to address things at different address situations, right? And be more situational than just like calling it out every single time.
Right. And so that's what I like to call the goal is to win the war, not to fight every battle, right? And really start to be strategic versus tactical. So thinking about it does matter. And I really love that you're saying that because I am a person who just loves learning. That's my favorite thing. So I was in the process of getting my 24th certificate in something, and I didn't have any business in the class. And a lot of stuff was happening because I'm a neurodivergent learner, and they just kept stepping on my neurodivergentness, and it was a lot. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna manage. I'm gonna manage. And then the facilitator did one thing for one person and didn't do it for the other person. And my thing was, I was just curious. I just asked why. And he says to me, "Oh, you in a union now?" Yeah. So literally, in that moment, I said, "You know what? You guys can send my $3,000 back, and no, I'm not in the union." But that just didn't feel good the way that it landed for me, because I try not to be the police. Because I had walked over, literally, it was like a whole pile of stuff. I stepped over all of that and selectively decided, did you kind of miss that person over there? Because I can't, in my own spirit, let too many people get past. So if I got to be the one that gets kicked out, I'm like, I'm willing. And that probably comes from my history, right? You remember? I was marching as a little girl. I feel very comfortable speaking up for other people. I'm like, you did this for this person and you didn't do it for that person. Okay? So you might have seen this video before. This is the video with two monkeys, the cutest monkeys ever. I hope that the video is clear enough for you to see it. I again won't set it up because the speaker, he's doing a TED Talk. He's gonna set it up very well. But I wanna talk about what you notice from the video after you see it.
So a final experiment that I want to mention to you is our fairness study. And so this became a very